तुझको मुझसे कोई छीन सकता नहीं, तुझको मेरी कसम कर ले मेरा यकीन, चाहे बादल को सूरज बना ले मुझे, रात हो तो दिए साथ जलाने मुझे, दिन हो तेरा मैं हूँ तेरे साथ, हमेशा 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 हमेशा।
जाने कब से अपनी से बिछड़ी हुई, जिससे मिलती सजन खुद में फिर मिली, है भरोसा मुझे तो न देखा न तो मान मेरी सजा, ये तेरी वफा।
My dear fellow listeners, good evening once again and welcome to another edition of Caribbean Spice Radio. My name is MC Narine and of course, it is my pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. The whole idea of this program is to promote, entertain, educate, and also keep you informed. If you have any questions or comments for us, you can give us a call at 519-884-2567, 519-884-2567. Or for those of you who prefer, you can continue to email us your questions and comments at mcryan@hotmail.com. If you listen to us for the very first time, keep in mind that there are 3 different ways to listen to us. You can listen to us on the regular dial, that's the radio, 102.7 CKMS FM. You can listen to us on Rogers Digital Cable 946, and of course, worldwide on the web, songfm.ca. We're going to be here up until 8:30, so we ask that you stay tuned for the entire program. All right, so that song actually was done by Rick Ramotar and Devika Ram. You're listening to Caribbean Spice Radio, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. This very next one is actually done by Satnarayan, Raghu, and Draupadi Ramgunai. So enjoy.
जे हम तुम चोरी से बंधे एक डोरी से, जइयो कहाँ ए हुजूर। जे हम तुम चोरी से बंधे एक डोरी से, जइयो कहाँ ए हुजूर।
अरे बंधन है प्यार का, जे हम तुम चोरी से बंधे एक डोरी से, जइयो कहाँ ए हुजूर।
कजरा वाली फिर तू ऐसे काहे निहारे, कजरा वाली फिर तू ऐसे काहे निहारे। इज्जत बन की गोरी माने तो समझा जा रे।
मतलब एक है नैनन पुकार का, जे हम तुम चोरी से
चोरी से
बंधे एक डोरी से
जइयो कहाँ ऐ हुजूर जय हम तुम चोरी से बंधे एक डोरी से जइयो कहाँ ऐ हुजूर
बंधन है प्यार का
जय हम तुम चोरी से बंधे एक डोरी से जइयो कहाँ ऐ हुजूर
All right. My dear fellow listeners, for those of you who have just tuned in, you're listening to Caribbean Spice Radio on 102.7 CKMS FM, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. And again, for any sort of questions or comments, the number here is the same, 519-884-2567, 519-884-2567, or for those of you who prefer, you can continue to email us your questions and comments at mcnarine@hotmail.com. Here at Caribbean Spice Radio, we do play a variety of different songs. So we play older tune, filmy tune, Bollywood, soca, reggae, all of that. So we try to accommodate, to as many listeners as possible. You're listening to Caribbean Spice Radio, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program.
ओ करम खुदाया है तुझे मुझसे मिलाया है.
By the way, this song is done by Narine Raghu, so enjoy.
मुझे जीना आया है ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा तू रात दीवानी मैं जर्द सितारा ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा मैं तेरा हो जाऊं जो तू कर दे इशारा. कहीं किसी भी गली में जाऊं मैं तेरी खुशबू से टकराऊं मैं हर रात जो आता है मुझे वो ख्वाब तू तेरा मेरा मिलना दस्तूर है तेरे होने से मुझ में नूर है मैं हूँ सोना सा एक आसमां में ताब तू ओ करम खुदाया है तुझे मैंने जो पाया है तुझ पे मर के ही तो मुझे जीना आया है ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा तू रात दीवानी मैं जर्द सितारा ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा तेरे बिन अब तो न जीना गवारा. मैंने छोड़े हैं बाकी सारे रास्ते, बस आया हूँ तेरे पास रे। मेरी आंखों में तेरा नाम है, पहचान ले। सब कुछ मेरे लिए तेरे बाद है, 100 बातों की एक बात है। मैं न जाऊंगा कभी तुझे छोड़ के, ये जान ले। ओ करम खुदाया है, तुझे मैंने जो पाया है, तुझ पे मर के ही तो मुझे जीना आया है। ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा, तू रात दीवानी मैं जर्द सितारा। ओ तेरे संग यारा खुश रंग बहारा, मैं बहता मुसाफिर तू तेरा किनारा।
All right. So for those of you who have just tuned in, you're listening to Caribbean Space Radio on 102.7 CKMS FM. And it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. And again, for any sort of questions or comments, the number here is the same, 519-884-2567, 519-884-2567. Or for those of you who prefer, you can continue to email us your questions and comments at mcnarine@hotmail.com. By the way, that song was locally done by Satnarayan Raghu, a talent out of Trinidad and Tobago. You're listening to Caribbean Space Radio, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. This very next song is done by the very talented Raja, a talent out of Guyana. So enjoy.
You are my one and only darling, my one and only everything. Yes, you are my one and only darling, my one and only everything. My love for you keeps growing more and more. I'm falling for you, I know that for sure. My love for you keeps growing more and more. I'm falling for you, I know that for sure. Oh darling, stay with me forever, so we can always be together. You are my one and only darling, my one and only everything. When I have you near me, I am so happy. When you're away, I feel so lonely. When I have you near me, I am so happy. When you're away, I feel so lonely. Yes, I will love you until I die. Darling, I swear that is no lie. 'Cause you're my one and only darling, my one and only everything. I feel like we were meant for each other, just like the bees and the flowers. I feel like we were meant for each other, just like the bees and the flowers. Yes, I will love no one else but you. My love for you will always be true. You are my one and only darling. Yes, you are my one and only everything. chance to love you. I'll give you my heart, I'll give you my soul too. And all I want is a chance to love you. 'Cause you mean more than life to me. And I will love you eternally. You are my one and only darling. My one and only everything. My one and only everything. My one and only everything.
All right. For those of you who have just tuned in, you're listening to Caribbean Space Radio on 102.7 CKMS FM. And obviously, it's a pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. Keep in mind as well that there are 3 different ways to listen to us. You can listen to us on the regular dial, that's the radio. You can listen to us on Rogers Digital Cable 946, for those of you who have the Rogers Digital Cable, obviously, and worldwide on songfm.ca. We are here live from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time every Sunday. Our show is basically musically inclined, so we play a variety of different musics. You will hear it all here. So we play local, chutney, soca, all of that. Some very unpopular song by popular artists, all of those types of things. And on Wednesdays, obviously, we do have our regular talk show, Let's Chit Chat with Narine Dat, which starts at 10 a.m. and finishes at 11 a.m. Last week, we couldn't do the show because of the stormy and icy weather here in Canada, but we are going to have Alexandra from Social Development Center joining us next week Wednesday, right here at 10 a.m. So make sure you stay tuned for that. And for those of you who are taking the time to send us your feedback, comment, all of that, we appreciate that. That's one of the reasons why we're doing this show. So thank you for your time and all of that. I would like to give a special hello to Neetu. Thank you so much for taking the time to tune into Caribbean Space Radio. And again, for those of you who happen to tune us for the first time, we're here live every Sunday from 7:30 p.m. till 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
सिपहिया बदनवा घुमावे जैसे सांप सिपहिया बदनवा घुमावे जैसे सांप सिपहिया बदनवा घुमावे जैसे सांप हमके सिखैले हर रकम के नाम हमके सिखैले हर रकम के नाम सिपहिया मोट हाँ सिपहिया मोट हो सिपहिया मोट हमको रास्ते न चले सिपहिया मोट हमको रास्ते न चले While we were dancing, he spoke to me of love. While we were dancing, he spoke to me of love. While we were dancing, he spoke to me of love. Whether he was wrong, it's my problem to solve. Whether he was wrong, it's my problem to solve. सिपहिया मोट हाँ सिपहिया मोट हो सिपहिया मोट हमको रास्ते न चले सिपहिया मोट हमको रास्ते न चले रास्ते न चले हो रास्ते न चले रास्ते न चले हो रास्ते न चले सिपहिया मोट हमको रास्ते न चले सिपहिया मोट हमको रास्ते न चले
All right, just before we continue on, I should remind you that our annual Caribbean Dreams concert is taking place on the 1st of June at the Country Hills Community Center. We still have some time, but usually we do some early planning to make things easy for everybody. So if you'd like to be part of that event, want to be part of it and so on, you can always give us you can reach out to us. You can send us an email to CaribbeanDreamsConcert@gmail.com. You can also check out our website, Caribbean Dreams Concert .com, and you are going to have updated information as well too. But for the most part, we are all set. But usually we like to give opportunities to a new and upcoming artists and so on. So if you have a talent that you would like to showcase, we would love to hear from you. Don't be afraid to let us know ahead of time so we can plan and make things easy for everybody. You're listening to Caribbean Spice Radio, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program.
चन्ना मेरे या मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या मेरे या बिलिया चन्ना मेरे या मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या मेरे या चन्ना मेरे या मेरे या बिलिया ओ पिया
दीवाना होता है मस्ताना होता है हर खुशी से हर गम से बेगाना होता है
कुछ तो है तुझसे राबता कुछ तो है तुझसे राबता कैसे हम जाने हमें क्या पता कुछ तो है तुझसे
तूने क्या इशारा बदला ये मौसम लगे प्यारा जग सारा छूकर मेरे मन को दिया तूने क्या इशारा
रे कबीरा मान जा रे फकीरा यूं न जा कैसा तू है निर्मोही कैसा कर जाइया
एक प्यार का नगमा है मौजों की रवानी है जिंदगी यार कुछ भी नहीं तेरी मेरी कहानी है एक प्यार का नगमा है
तो से नैना जब से मिले तो से नैना जब से मिले बन गए सिलसिले तो से नैना जब से मिले
सोचेंगे तुम्हें प्यार करके नहीं ये दिल बेकरार करके नहीं
पी लूं तेरे नीले नीले नैनों से शबनम पी लूं तेरे गीले गीले होठों की सरगम पी लूं है पीने का मौसम तेरे संग इश्क कारी है तेरे संग एक खुमारी है तेरे संग चैन भी मुझको तेरे संग बेकरारी है
कभी कभी मेरे दिल में ख्याल आता है कि जैसे तुझको बनाया गया है मेरे लिए
तेरा होने लगा हूँ जब से
ये
मिला
चांद सा चेहरा जुल्फों का रंग सुनहरा ये झील से नीली आंखें कोई राज है इनमें गहरा तारीफ करूं क्या उसकी जिसने तुम्हें बनाया
वो जो मुझ में समाया वो जो तुझ में समाया मौला वही वही माया कुन फाया कुन कुन फाया कुन फाया कुन फाया कुन फाया कुन फाया कुन
पहला नशा पहला खुमार
अगर तुम साथ हो
नया प्यार है नया इंतजार कर लूं मैं क्या अपना हाल ऐ दिल बेकरार मेरे दिल बेकरार तू ही बता
अगर तुम साथ हो
अगर तू साथ हो
All right. For those of you who have just tuned in, obviously, just a reminder that you're listening to Caribbean Space Radio. We're here live every Sunday from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Just before we continue, though, I would like to quickly say hello to MC Droopy. Thank you so much, sir, for taking a sneak peek. We appreciate your time. Jeff Bagru, sorry, thank you so much as well for taking the time. Sita Singh, we appreciate the fact that you're watching us, listening us, and thank you as well for sharing our page. We do appreciate that. Joe Jaglal, thank you so much as well, sir. You know what we do here. You came here a few times, and so you know what we do here. So we appreciate the fact you always take the time to take a sneak peek. And Hamara, thank you so much as well too. And obviously, you've been here as well too, and we are going to have him on our Caribbean Dreams concert as well too. So we have lots happening. Obviously, the people who will be performing on our Caribbean Dreams concert is a community-based show we're doing. So a lot of people who never had the opportunity to perform in the past will get the opportunity, and obviously we try to bring one or two more I guess we can say senior type performers as well too. So we usually have a good blend and a good mix. Last year's show was extremely difficult for us to kind of really put together because of so many different activities and so on. But this year it's not that it's easy to put together a show, but it will be a little bit more easier because we kind of not involved with so many other pieces that we were doing last year. So I'm hoping this year will be a lot different. And we will be having a band as well too. I should mention that we already confirmed that. Many of you might not realize this, but we've had bands and so on in the past. But usually we try to keep it as simple as possible. All of that. But this time we just wanted, we just felt that adding a band and giving many new and young artists the opportunity to perform a band, live band, probably it's not a bad thing. So we'll be having that on June the 1st. And again, for any information regarding that, you can give us a call, or you can send us, you can give us a call at 519-579-4680, or you can also email any sort of questions or regarding that show. You can send all the emails to Concert Caribbean Dreams Concert. You're listening to Caribbean Spice Radio, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. The very next song, an older tune, is going out to both of my parents, Milton and Golden. So enjoy. All right, so it looks like we're having a little bit of a trouble here to select what we were hoping for, but let's give this another try here. So we got it, so enjoy.
कजरे ने ले ली मेरी जान, हाय रे
मोटर ना बंगला मांगू झुमका ना हार मांगू मोटर ना बंगला मांगू झुमका ना हार मांगू दिल को जलाने वाले दिल का करार मांगू सैया पे धरती मेरे थोड़ा सा प्यार मांगू सैया पे धरती मेरे थोड़ा सा प्यार मांगू किस्मत बना दे मेरी दुनिया बसा दे मेरी कर ले सगाई मेरी जान हाय रे मैं तेरे कुर्बान कजरा मोहब्बत वाला अखियों में ऐसा डाला कजरे ने ले ली मेरी जान हाय रे मैं तेरे कुर्बान जब से है देखा तुझको हो गए गुलाम तेरे जब से है देखा तुझको हो गए गुलाम तेरे अपना बना ले गोरी आएंगे काम तेरे अपना ये जीवन सारा लिख देंगे नाम तेरे अपना ये जीवन सारा लिख देंगे नाम तेरे उड़ता ये जाली वाला उस पर मोतियन की माला कुड़ते ने ले ली मेरी जान हाय रे मैं तेरे कुर्बान दुनिया है मेरे पीछे लेकिन मैं तेरे पीछे अपना बना ले मेरी जान हाय रे मैं तेरे कुर्बान कजरा मोहब्बत वाला अखियों में ऐसा डाला कजरे ने ले ली मेरी जान हाय रे मैं तेरे कुर्बान
All right. So what we'll do, we're going to continue with another older tune. I definitely will change it up. For those of you who have been following the chutney competition and the soca competition in Ghana, will know that they do have stuff happening there, and we have the Grammy happening here in North America as well. So there's a lot of stuff happening. But there are a couple. In the past, we've played obviously, some of the participants and so on. But usually we try our best to promote the local artists. So on. So that's one of the reasons why we do the show. So there's a beautiful song that we basically have gotten a request to play. So I'll be featuring that in a few minutes. But let's enjoy this this other old tune. So enjoy.
कोई न
संभल जा आया शिकारी ओ पंछी तू संभल जा एक चाल है जुल्फों का तू चुपके से निकल जा एक चाल है जुल्फों का तू चुपके से निकल जा उड़ जा ओ पंछी शिकारी है दीवाना कहीं पे निगाहें कहीं पे निशाना कहीं पे निगाहें कहीं पे निशाना.
All right, my dear fellow listeners, for those of you who have just tuned in, you're listening to Caribbean Space Radio on 102.7 CKMS FM, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. And again, for any sort of questions or comments, the number is the same, 519-884-2567, or for those of you who prefer, you can continue to email us your questions and comments at mcnarine@hotmail.com. Before I play this, one of the songs I wanted to play, a request that is done by Stephen Ramflau. There's another song I would like to play by a new artist. You probably never heard him before, a young fella. But this song is it's written by one of our Canadian fella here, Rocky Passad. And his song is entitled Neighbor Neighbor. So do enjoy. You probably never heard of this fella, but that's the whole idea. We promote the new and young artists as well too. So do enjoy. And by the way, he goes by the name Mr. V. So enjoy.
Your daughter, it is she who wants me to be she lover. Neighbor, neighbor, stop accusing me with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover. Every day I pass by, she always on the window watching me. She does always be sending me texts and messages asking when I'll be free. Every day I pass by, she always on the window watching me. She does always be sending me texts and messages asking when I'll be free. So you better have a good talk with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover. Neighbor, neighbor, stop accusing me with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover. Every night on WhatsApp, she sending me them late night pics to see. Always flirting and teasing me, even though she know that I am married. Every night on WhatsApp, she sending me them late night pics to see. Always flirting and teasing me, even though she know that I am married. So you better have a good talk with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover. Never, stop accusing me with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover. Never, stop accusing me with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover. Never, stop accusing me with your daughter. It is she who wants me to be she lover.
All right, and there you have it. That song was done by this young fella, Mr. V. That's the name he goes by. You probably never heard of him, but eventually you will, because everybody, they have to start off somewhere. You're listening to Caribbean Space Radio, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. And again, for any sort of questions or comments, you can give us a call at 519-884-2567. 519-884-2567. Or for those of you who prefer, you can continue to email us your questions and comments at mcnarine@hotmail.com. This very next song is done locally by Anisha B, a talent out of Trinidad and Tobago. So enjoy.
सुख दुख जोते धन भी जोता ज्योति मोह माया सच्चा मन का वो कौन चाहा प्रेम रतन पाया प्रेम रतन पाया तो कमाल का बात भी कमाल की सैया तो कमाल का बात भी कमाल की लागा रंग जो तेरा हुई मैं कमाल की प्रेम रतन पायो प्रेम रतन पायो रूप मिलन की लायो प्रेम रतन धन पायो मैंने प्रेम रतन धन पायो
All right, that was the talented Nisha B listening to Caribbean Space Radio on 102.7 CKMS FM, and it's our pleasure to bring to you this weekly program. Anyway, as we're approaching the end of tonight's program, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for tuning in to Caribbean Space Radio. Please remember to tune in to us again next week, Sunday, from 7:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. right here on 102.7 CKMS FM in Waterloo. Until next time, this is MC Narine wishing you a great today and even better tomorrow. Please stay tuned. Song FM has a lot more in store for you. We leave you now with a very talented Steven. His new song came out, a soca song, so enjoy.
Me out on a bad, whining on me, girl, and a waving me rag, yeah, yeah. As the music play and we tripping down the road, it's every truck that pass, boy, it's vibes overload. I see the Guyanese girls, them shipping now. All my Bajan girls, them shipping now. All the Trinidad girls, them shipping now. Caribbean girls, them shipping now. It no matter white or black or brown, I wanna see all the girl, them whining up. Every girl and man from out the town, I wanna hear you say, I feeling the vibe, cause the music keep me alive. It's soca in my vein, soca in my vein. I feeling the vibe, cause the music keep me alive. It's soca in my vein, soca in my vein. All the Guyanese girl, I'm a wine and go down. Bajan girl, I'm a wine and go down. Trinidad girls, I'm a wine and go down. Caribbean girls, them rock it down. Guyanese girl, I'm a wine and go down. Bajan girl, I'm a wine and go down. Trinidad girl, I'm a wine and go down. Caribbean girls, them rock it down. Carnival is a time when I have no control. It's like a new invention I just now unfold. Bring the rum and chaser and let we have a good time. I don't want no mannequin standing in this line. All the Guyanese people, all the Bajan people, all the Trinidad people, Caribbean people. It no matter white or black or brown, I wanna see all the girl them whining down. Every girl and man from out the town, I wanna hear you say, I feeling the vibe, cause the music keep me alive. It's soca in my vein, soca in my vein. I feeling the vibe, cause the music keep me alive. It's soca in my vein, soca in my vein. All the Guyanese girl, I'm a Bajan girl, I'm a Trinidad girl, I'm a Caribbean girls, them Guyanese girl, I'm a wine and go down. Bajan girl, I'm a wine and go down. Trinidad girl, I'm a wine and go down. Caribbean girls, them rock it down. I representing my country anywhere I go. It's Guyana make up from and everyone should know. People on the left and people on the right. This one is for my people. Let everyone unite. All the Guyanese people, all the Bajan people, all the Trinidad people, Caribbean people. It no matter white or black or brown, I wanna see all the girl them whining down. Every girl and man from out the town, I wanna hear you say, I feeling the vibe, cause the music keep me alive. It's soca in my vein, soca in my vein. I feeling the vibe, cause the music keep me alive.